Okay, hi, Captain Ron here. Today I was out showing land. We got downpoured in rain, but we were tromping through the woods. It was fun, loved it, loved showing land. I'm actually getting a lot of calls on land, a lot of friends looking for pieces of land, big chunks of land, anywhere from a few acres, 5, 10 acres, and they're all wanting to build their own homes. That's kind of the natural progression. Everybody wants to start with a starter home and then go and build your own homes. There's a lot of stuff you need to know about land. That's what this video is about. At least kind of give you some insight on buying land, what to expect, what to do. Step one is, of course, get a real estate agent. Have the real estate agent start sending you pieces of land. Narrow it down to how big of land you want and the price, of course, how much you can afford on the land. Two, make sure you kind of know what style of house you want, or at least find a builder and find what kind of style of homes they're building. Most of us, like myself in particular, I know what style of home I like. Either I'm a craftsman with my wife, or I'm kind of more of a modern, full concrete. Just depends on your style though. So if you have a certain style, find a builder locally, and then ask your real estate agent about that builder. The real estate agents are going to know the good builders and not the good builders. I definitely know the good builders and the bad builders here in Olympia. It's just how it is. You hear from reputations from other agents, other clients, past clients, more than you will find on Googling or the internet. The Googling and internet helps, but it gives you like a glimpse of the builders. So definitely ask your real estate agent, especially if they do a lot of land or a lot of building, or they've done a lot of building with clients before. Second, once you kind of have your builder in place and the size of land and price, go out and start looking at lots. This is key. This is where your agent's going to need to know what he's doing, because out here, at least in Olympia, Washington, and the surrounding areas, there's a lot of wetlands, swamps, areas where it's going to be tough to get a septic or a well depending on the lot. Is it even buildable? Is it a good lot? And that's why you want to put boots on the ground, walk the piece of land. Not only that, have the agent's knowledge of that land and say, hey, are we going to be able to build here? And that agent should also be doing the research. They should be looking on the maps and taking a look at the wetland zones, restrictions on how far to build back from the wetlands. They should know all that too. They should also be talking to the agent that's selling the land. Does that agent selling the land have any information on it? Have they done any permits, any planning? Do you have to punch a full road in? Where's the road going to go? Everything like that, the agent should be gathering all that information on the pieces of land, especially the ones that you start to really like. Once you narrow down the land, then it comes, let's make an offer, let's get that land on lockdown, and then you're going to do a feasibility study. That feasibility study usually ranges from 30 days up to 90 days or more. On that study, you want to study in one, make sure you can put in a septic. The county is going to stamp off on a septic. 2, can you find water, the well company. 3, is the county going to sign off on the building permit, the plan that you want to build your house with. 2 steps. The agent can either help you with all of this and say, hey, go call the septic company, go call the well guy, take your building plans down to the county and get it stamped off. You can do all that, and there's different orders. I definitely have my order in, because if one fails, you don't want to spend all the money on the other orders. So if the septic fails and you've already done the well and the building plan, you've wasted all that money on your feasibility study. Remember, you don't get that money back, nor would you want to close on the piece of land if you can't even put a septic system there. 2, the other option is have the builder take over that. That's why I kind of have clients try to find their builder ahead of time before they start looking at land, because then that builder can go ahead and do all those studies for you. The builder can say, okay, I'm going to make sure we can do septic and well before I submit the building permits, or at least I'm going to make sure we can do septic. Then I'll deal with building permits and well, depending on what order and likelihood of finding water and septic. So you can do it on your own. It's a little cheaper sometimes, but again, I don't think so, because the builder's taking all of that risk on them as well. You're still having to pay the builder. So either way, when you find a piece of land, the risk is on you of doing the feasibility study. Some clients say, hey, I want to find the land with a well and septic system on them. Not very likely. Once in a while, we'll find one with a septic. Once in a while, we'll find one with a well. In the blue moon, you'll find both of them. But again, it's depending on what you're going to build. Do you want a 2-bedroom septic system, or do you want a 4-bedroom septic system? Where's that septic system going to go? Same with the well. Do you have to have a well, or can you hook up to city water? Same with the power line. Are they going to build their house close? I'd rather move it away from the road. I want distance if I'm building on a raw piece of land, but that's going to cost more for power line to run out there. These are all kind of key factors. So when you're thinking of raw land and buying a land and just building a house, there's a lot else that goes into it. And also you have to remember the price. Okay, The average price out here, 180, 220 a square foot for building a home. Sometimes if it's depending on the materials, you can get it down a little cheaper per square foot. But you have to take that in average of, okay, let's just say $200 a square foot per house. All right, 2,000 square foot home, I'm at $400,000 now. Land's 100,000, I'm at 500. But now you have to add in septic, well, punching the road in for swamp or wetlands. Do we have to do any gardening around the land? Some native vegetables or native plants around there as well. So all those costs add up. And then two, where are you going to get the loan? Because for a loan to build the house, it's a little tougher than just going out and getting a house loan. You know, the house loans are easy because they have the house there, boom, they can give you a loan. To get a building loan with a raw piece of land, with the money putting down, there's only a few banks out here that I'd recommend, and there's one in particular that I really like for building loans. And you can get away with 5% down, 10% depending on credit score and what you can do to build the house. And the builder is going to need to be on top of that with the bank as well, because the bank's going to want to see all kinds of paperwork from the builder. And if you're going that way where you aren't doing the cash to buy the land and doing it on your own with the feasibility studies, use the builder because you're going through the bank anyways. So pick that builder, have him deal with the bank with you, with the planning, permitting, everything on the piece of land. That's a quick snapshot on land. It's a lot of fun. I love land, love building on land, but it's not as easy and quick as some people think. And it definitely is a little stressful, not a little, a lot stressful if it's your first time building on land. Not only going through the feasibility process of, yeah, can we actually use the land and buy the land, then closing on the land, but then now dealing with the builder and permits and time and money and everything like that. So it's not something to be taken lightly. If you are going to do it, go all in. Give me a call. I'll help you find the right piece of land. I'll direct you to the right lenders, the right builders. If you already have your builder, great. If you already have your piece of land, great. Call me. I'll get it on lockdown for you and go from there. And I got a lot more tips on land, but that's just a quick snapshot again. Okay, that's it. Captain Ron out. Have a good Saturday weekend. Enjoy the rain, snowing up in the mountains. All right, talk to you later. Bye.